Dip, what up?
Yeah.
Dip, what
What
up?
up? What up, my guy? What up? We back.
Episode
We
9,
back.
boy.
We
Episode
back.
9. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the LooshAndDip Show. Destination is definitely in progress at this moment. Tap in, tap in. You feel what I'm saying? This is America. We've been on a couple of few different things, taking different routes for different measurements. You see what I'm saying? And we decided to come back to the live audience and see what's been going on and shit. That how you been, man?
Man, another day, another shilling out here. You feel me? But I'm trying to get to it, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get to it, and
How
keep
you?
this.
Yeah,
Go
for
ahead.
sure. How you and yours though?
Everybody good, man. The weather breaking, shit getting together. I sent you the joint from yesterday. We was outside in the backyard,
Yeah, I seen that
fucking
when the
with the
Bulls
game
won.
last night. You feel me? So,
When the
man, it
Wolves,
is what it is. What you say?
when the Wolves won.
You made sure you got that. Look, you made sure you got that across, huh? Yeah, I mean, listen, man, it's a long road ahead for them boys, so they got a long way to go. I ain't mad at them though.
Yeah, they definitely got a long way to go, man. But anything is possible in today's NBA.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
No. No, it's not, bro. Not them pulling off what you think they about to pull off. That's not that's not possible. You feel me?
Don't never say never, you heard? Don't never
Yeah.
say never, man. But this is America, man. We had the homegirl to sis on last time.
Mm-hmm.
Kima, shout out to Kima and all that. She definitely did a thing. She brought her perspective on through, which was definitely highly appreciated, man. Like, how you feel like what's going on with today's perspective of America?
Son, it's crazy out here, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy to a way. But what I realized today, you feel me, is that son, we live by a bunch of double standards. You feel me? No matter what, whether it's race, sex, class, whatever it is. Yeah, son, look. So we live by a fucking double standard, and it's crazy because people like only the people that the double standard benefit really, run with it. You feel me? So for us, it don't really benefit us none. You feel me?
Right.
But for the people, it's just that double standard that we live by is just wild. You feel me? And for example, right? And I don't really like to harp on this. You feel me?
I was just about to say, give me an example too.
I'm gonna give you a super good example, right?
Right.
I'm gonna use the Diddy situation. You feel me? I'm gonna use that situation.
Okay, it's relevant.
So, do you know that Meg Thee Stallion got charged with sexual assault recently?
Speak on it.
So all I'm saying is, Meg Thee Stallion got accused of sexual assault recently.
You talking about with the driver and all that?
Yeah, and where they said the man said he forced her to watch her and another young lady have sex, and then ridiculed him and said a bunch of shit to him. You feel me? Then when he brought attention to it, there were male comedians that came out and said, "Oh, this nigga's a sucker," because if that was me, that's what we all want. And like I said, son, that's a double standard. Being a male in that situation, I understand what the comedian was saying, but also you can't. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So with Puff, so only because Puff is known is he getting this exposure. You feel me? He's not charged with anything.
Right.
And this was really, and I sympathize with Cassie, and really his apology was for her. That shit wasn't for us. That shit don't really matter to us. But so this whole shit was the more research I find out, the whole thing was really a money grab, bro. You feel me?
For sure.
But the double standard is they swept that Meg shit under the rug. You feel me? Like, for example, she's a celebrity. The powers that be that are behind her are strong. You feel me? Being Rock Nation and all the shit that she got behind her, they strong. But son, they swept that shit under the rug. And you know how many times men are accused of things and are found innocent, but still have to live with that burden of suspicion by people. Yeah, and I feel like in those regards, so like women should have the same or equal or greater consequence. You feel me? When you say somebody did some shit, if they didn't do it, if you was lying, and I'm not, this has nothing to do with Puff. You feel me? Like, but if they was lying, yeah, in general, if they was lying, son, they should be held accountable. You feel me? It's a sexist world that we live in that caters to females. You feel me? The narrative now is believe all women. And so what about men? Men are
crazy you say that though. It's crazy you say that though, because it is like I don't not necessarily like believe all women, but consider they side without investigation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because like it's definitely a lot of double standards going on. It's definitely a lot of unwritten biased laws that's going on, whatever the case may be. And then I'm gonna give you another example. Remember the Rick Ross song, Ain't Even Know It?
Right.
When he was like, yo, I dumped the joint in the shorty, whatever, and she ain't even know it.
Right.
Yo, he lost a lot of endorsements behind that line, right?
Right.
And then you had Cardi B
exactly.
And say like that was how she got her bag up, or whatever the case may be. And again, that got swept under the rug. It's definitely like a lot of double standards and unwritten bias laws that's like going on in America, like regardless of gender, race, creed, or character. You see what I'm saying? Like again, that go back to what we was talking about before, that you was heavily speaking on as far as accountability. You see what I'm saying? Like accountability takes so much energy, and I think that's why a lot of people don't even want to deal with it, because of the energy that it takes to be held accountable for. You know what I mean? And you know, ain't no such thing as clean dirt. You know, ain't no right way to do wrong, ain't no wrong way to do right. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like when you talking about these, I think like what it is what they trying to distinguish is that I guess different disciplinary actions is required for different type of people based on social status. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the example. Like you can see a post on any social media and it'll be like popping. But if a certain person with a certain type of platform, a certain type of influence, they'll get bagged for that shit. Is that fair?
Absolutely not. But that go with that double. That's that double standard, man. It's like, listen, we if it's profitable, then we'll let shit slide. You feel me? Depending on the profit and who the person is what we gonna let slide. You feel me?
How long we gonna let it slide? Because a lot of shit been sliding for a little minute. Now it's like, if you're not accessible anymore, then we're gonna have to get rid of you. And it seems like they trying to, and that's the picture they trying to paint with Puff. Like, we don't really need you no more, Scrap. You see what I'm saying? Like, and we're gonna let the public handle it. No charges. You got people coming up and this, that, and the third. You know, not too much on Puff or whatever, but you got people coming up, not too, you know, and it's still no charges.
Right.
It's still no charges. But you know, that's neither here nor there. We just going on touch. Yo, son, look, let me tell you something. Let me ask you something because that's your man.
Whoa, who my man? Oh, let's clear this up right now. Who my man? Like, who?
No, it's your man's right now. Now, you know, they're reaching, I think they about to enter the deliberation about your man Trump.
Oh yeah, his verdict is about to drop. Not too soon. I mean, not too far from now type shit.
What you think the verdict gonna be?
Guilty. Like, I think it's gonna be guilty, but I don't think that shit gonna stop nothing. You feel me? Like, I mean, listen, bro. That's Big Donnie. You heard like, and one thing I know for sure, two things I know for certain. Money helps all. You heard. So I mean, that's Big Donnie. I don't think, bro. They already know. It ain't even no point in nobody them having no primary, not primary, like, but to figure out who the candidate gonna be, cause son, they already know. Like, listen, it's no, bro. If it ain't Donnie, then who?
So if he get found guilty and win the presidency, what does that say about America?
That say we got some fucking common sense, to tell you the truth, son. Cause listen, son, right now, Americans, son, we in the worst shape that we've been in. Like for me as an adult, right now is the worst fucking shape we ever been in as a American adult, bro. And I say that because, son, the gas prices are extremely high. Everybody don't drive, so that don't affect everybody. Right. But the food prices are extremely high.
A lot of price gouging.
Son, everybody eat. You feel me? Everybody. You feel me?
You can afford it now.
Son, correct. But son, the quality of life right now is tough. You feel me? For everybody. You feel me? After COVID, jobs are hiring, some aren't. Some jobs, the pay rate is going back down. You feel me? Because they don't really need you as much as they did. You ain't essential no more. You feel me? So times is tough and people are struggling. And what people don't realize is when Donnie was in office, people felt like they wasn't struggling. Even though COVID happened and that shit took 2 years of the shit, people didn't feel like they were struggling. People was home, motherfuckers was chilling. So they're blinded by policy a little bit, but a motherfucker just looking for some relief. And they know if it's 4 more years of Buddy, that shit is not gonna happen. Shit only gonna get worse.
Who Buddy Biden?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that nigga need to be in the nursing home, bro. Like they be parading him around and shit. Like I don't know how they be doing it, but so they be parading him around. I'm assuming he got like an ear joint and they be talking shit into his ear, telling him what to say sometimes, because so he don't be making sense sometimes.
Yo, so you saying Trump, like he gonna save America? He gonna make America great again?
I'm not saying none of that. You feel me? I'm not saying none of that. Like don't try to don't put that on me, bro. I'm not saying none of that shit. What I'm saying is he's gonna offer some relief to the American people.
You by way of money?
Son, no, by way of relief and comfortability. Son, listen, just so you got to start with selling the shit to a motherfucker. And right now, it's not easy. It's not hard to sell a motherfucker some shit because, son, a lot of the benefits of the people that were in middle to lower middle class are going to immigrants, migrants. I'm not sure what the right proper term is, but some people are getting the benefits that are made for us that we aren't getting. You feel me? So being that we aren't getting those benefits, people are hurting. You know what I mean? Like New York, one of the biggest cities in the fucking, you know what I mean? Like they hurting out there, bro. Crime.
Yo, they said that between like them large cities and shit like that, like New York and LA, they like requesting like the minimum wage of an annual salary at least is like 6 figures.
Son, they hurting. They raised the minimum wage, I think, in Cali to like 20 something. But son,
but the cost of living is so high, so that's
but listen, after they raised the fucking minimum wage, they laid off all the workers and start using like AI type shit or self checkouts and shit like that. So son, it's a trick to that shit, bro. Like
they definitely got you shopping and working.
Son, that's what I'm saying. At the same damn time. So you like, bro, what the fuck? So it's hard, man. Like it's hard to survive. It's hard to live. Motherfuckers ain't really eating, like literally and figuratively.
Yo, I don't really fuck with the self checkouts and shit like that. Like I always like I will, but because I don't feel like I'm here to shop and not work. You know what I mean? So
true story.
You dig what I'm saying? It be them little minute things that like the American attention to. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, I get it for the sake of convenience. You know what I
But then
mean?
but then they say we getting lazy as a country. How the fuck we getting lazy? Like when nobody really, well, yeah, they might be on to that. They might be true. But they forcing us to get lazy. You at work, like you at work, not doing no work. Some people work extremely hard, some people don't. You feel me? So like if you go to work and work 100% effort every day,
Mm-hmm.
so your paycheck is still gonna be what it was when you was giving 70% effort. Your paycheck is still gonna be what it was when you was giving 80% effort, but they're gonna expect 100% effort from you moving forward.
I think it's all based on like the career, because I feel like it's a difference between work and labor. You got people who work, then you got people who won't labor. And I
Okay.
think by the fact that we're transitioning out of,
I ain't leave you, bro. I'm with you.
you feel what I'm saying? I think we transitioning out the, like, these are the remnants of the transition from the industrial era. You know what I mean? Like the warehouses and warehouse jobs and this, that, and third. They're going to be around for a little bit more longer, but the way that the entrepreneurship is going, like, first and foremost, like, entrepreneurship is not for the weak. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? You, like, it's literally what it says. You have to do everything yourself. It ain't just like, yo, starting a business and making money. No, you have to file your taxes. You have to get your employees and ducks and everything and on it. It's definitely not for a week. All, even though it may sound good, you really have to find your niche in America. And this is why we titled it America: the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, because it has some good, it has some bad, and it has some ugly to it. It definitely provides terrain and areas for to become an entrepreneur, to get that bag. Is they print money every day. They print money every day, so it's based on you how you gonna get it. Like, it's $1 million out there for you right now.
Son, but this the thing, and they selling that, son. They selling the rich dream to people with no drive, and that's not really willing to do no work to get it. You feel me? And for example, I'll show you. I'll give you an example. Some most of the women, like most of the women, are all interested in the same dude. You feel me? Like as
It
far
ain't a
as,
lot of us,
so
so
it's not
I understand.
right. So it's not a lot. You feel me? It's just like this. How you always say the numbers is the number. So it's way more women than it is men. You
Right.
feel me? But so the internet, so the internet is fucking dangerous, bro. Like that shit is, the internet is it's an extreme help, but that shit is an
Depends on how you use it.
extreme detriment as well, bro. Like that shit crazy. That shit will brainwash the shit out of somebody. You feel me? And I think that's
Yeah.
what's happening also with us, son. Like we brainwashed, bro. Like we think shit real that's not real. You feel me? Like shit is not real. You feel me? And we buy into the shit, man. Like celebrity lifestyle. We so nosy. We entitled. So we entitled. Just like you said before, we never knew what people was doing until we saw a video, or we had to go in a fucking magazine, get the vibe of the source and read articles and shit.
Right.
Like, so now you could know what a motherfucker doing every 20 minutes of
And
their
that
life.
and we use and we'll use that as a compass or a measuring stick based on success. Like, we'll
So,
compare.
listen, but look, but when they cut off your exposure, right, to them, oh,
They fell off.
yeah, son, do you know motherfuckers when remember Jamie Foxx was sick?
Yeah.
We still don't know what the fuck Jamie Foxx was sick from. But son, everybody wanted to know. Was Jamie got that thing? Jamie had some fentanyl. Jamie had a stroke. Jamie had a heart attack. Jamie got AIDS. Like who? Nobody knew.
They
You feel
cured
me?
it. It was a mysterious,
Right,
illness, and they cured it.
sir. But son, America, son, we nosy, bro. Like we fucking nosy. This country, this shit.
Would you want to be anywhere else?
Would I want to be anywhere else?
Yeah.
No. You feel me? And that's not because of the landscape, but that's more so because of the laws and the freedoms. You feel me? Like
That's why I said the good, the bad, and the ugly, son. America comes with a lot of that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like,
no, she definitely got a lot of baggage with her.
She definitely got a lot of baggage with her. It's a saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. He going on me again, y'all.
Bro, I'm not going nowhere. I'm sitting right here.
I already know, bro. It's a saying, right? He who governs law is God, right?
Mm-hmm.
And law is an acronym for for land, air, and water. Now, only way you can govern that is through military bases.
Mm-hmm.
Who fucking with our law?
Nobody really.
Word, son.
Nobody.
The boots on the land.
So remember,
Air Forces.
Son,
you see what I'm saying? Navy SEALs, coastal, whatever, whatever. Son, they okay. Biden, Buddy Biden, I guess he's not in the physical state to do what he want to do, whatever he want to do. Then you had Trump, who was alleged, responsible for the Jan 6. Then you had Biden, who, his one of his primary milestones was Navy SEAL 6. Then you had Reagan, who made niggas a monster.
So listen, this is what I know. When we see them other armies and shit, like on TV or the news,
that shit just look good.
So no, I was about to say they got good cadence. All they doing is marching next to the tanks and shit.
Cadence is impeccable.
Look, their cadence is impeccable. You feel me? Look, when you see us, you heard
when it comes to tactician,
we knocking some shit off. You feel me? Like so.
What land, air, or water, we knocking some shit off. You see what I'm saying? Like we was the police of we all were the police of the UN. Like we talk shit about America or whatever the case may be. Oh, I get me some money, I'm leaving this motherfucker. Trump getting in the seat, I'm leaving this motherfucker. No, you too spoiled. America has spoiled you.
Where the fuck
know how many people how many other countries, third world countries, whatever the case may be, has deemed America to be the devil because of the way they technology uses. Oh, Russia, China.
And we nosy as hell too. Like as a government, just like the people, we nosy as hell because we stick our nose in some shit where it don't got nothing to do with us. And I think
that then put a McDonald's there.
Yeah, and a Starbucks. You heard and that shit don't got nothing to do. Look, and that shit don't got nothing to do with us. You feel me? Like, but again, that's what I mean with the policy. So Trump wouldn't have sent all that fucking money to Ukraine like that. Trump would have been like, man, fuck Ukraine, dog. Like, nah.
Trump got shit to do with us.
So this is what I'm saying, bro. He don't pander to them other countries like that. You feel me? Like Biden is just out here trying to make buddies and shit and be cool. Like, so he doing too much pandering. And he pandering to everybody but us. No, but now, when I say us, now as black people, now that the election time getting closer, they start doing their dance. You know they dance. Go speaking at black colleges and giving speeches about all this old bullshit. Like, bro, did you see the video where he was speaking at the college and the students turned their back on him?
Yeah, did you hear the other one when they started booing him and shit?
Yeah, bro, get the fuck out of here, man. Nobody want to hear that. You feel me? Because we tired of being lied to, man. Just like you said, just like Kat said, the opposite of sleep is woke. Motherfuckers is not. We tired of that shit, bro. So we
and that's what I think one of the primary fears is. One of the primary crises in America is identity crisis. I say it over and over and over and over. It's identity crisis. But what they really fear of is the woke white liberals.
Word.
They don't want them. They like, hold on. You know what you know. Now you trying to wake up sleeping giants. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And with the migrants and immigrants, you see what I'm saying? Like the difference, and this is just my theory. The difference between a migrant and an immigrant is like immigrants come in here and they trying to sustain life as an American. They trying to leave where they come from. They see opportunity, this, that, and the third, and adopt American customs. But migrants are coming here with their own philosophy, their own 1 and 2. They like, yo, we just migrated here.
Right.
We still who we are. Because you got a lot of them that's just taken up and it's a foot on the neck. And it's just like monkeys swinging from branch to branch. They're not going to grab fully another branch until they let go of one. You see what I'm saying? They gotta before they let go of one, they gotta make sure the next one they got is stern.
Right.
So before a foot get up off a said cultural neck, it's got to be another neck that's got to be stepped, because primarily that's what it was all based off. That's how it was funded. That's how all this shit was come to be. Even from way back when, from America Vespucci, like or Christopher Columbus, or the natives that been here, or whatever the case may be. All the is feminine base. America, Africa, Asia. That's feminine base. That's why we call her her. You see what I'm saying? That's why we call her, because at the end of the day, come on, let's keep it real. $100 million US, you want to spend that shit in America.
Absolutely. But $100 million US somewhere else is $1 billion fucking dollars. Like,
yeah, but it don't come with them type of customs.
Correct.
It don't come with them type of customs.
But yeah, I'll be rich now. If I had 100 million, I'll leave this motherfucker. I ain't gonna like. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Look, look. If I had 100 mil, I might leave this motherfucker. I might have something here still, but I might be gone, bro. I might be customs. Nah, because I feel like at this point I don't really have to do the same things to maintain, and I would be able to like. It would be experiences that I want for myself. You feel me? It don't really have nothing to do with the customs. You feel me? It's more so the experiences that I would want for myself.
I feel you. I mean,
and not saying that I wouldn't come back. You feel me? Like, but it's gonna be, you know, maybe 6 months and 6 months. You feel me? Because there's nothing else for me here. You feel me? Like, at this point in my life, anyway. If I was younger, if I was 21, then yeah, shit, it's sky's the limit. You feel me? But I'm sure Mark Zuckerberg ass is somewhere else. I'm sure
he might be in Vancouver in the underground.
So he might be. You feel me? But so the motherfuckers get rich and get low, man. I'm gonna do the same shit. You feel me? I don't want to be seen. You feel me? I'm a dip. But I mean, I'll take the currency from here though. Like, absolutely. Let me get that.
They saying that.
I don't want 100. I don't want 100. I don't want 100 million yen. You heard? Nah, keep that shit. Even though and I ain't trying to be funny. Even though I don't know the exchange rate, I don't want that. You feel me?
It ain't hard to learn though, because like we know the exchange rate, yen, man, whatever the case may be. It's still gonna be based off customs. You see what I'm saying? It's still gonna be based off customs. Maybe the pesos may not be as much as the US dollar.
Right.
But shit, the customs is wild crazy. You could take a US dollar and take it back where the pesos would be more, but then the customs and condition of living is what?
Oh, what's that, yo?
Yeah, what's that?
You see that?
I don't know what that was. Shout out to whoever that was.
Yeah, we appreciate you. You heard?
Definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, that fits you too. You heard why you was going off a little bit. Talk to him. Like, look,
edit that. I have to put that in the archives. You heard?
Yeah, so it got dark and came back. Like, huh?
For real, for real.
I am the light. Fuck you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? So, like, let's use this as an example, right?
Yeah.
Now, why are so many people trying to get to America? Like, why?
What kind of answer you want? You want a political answer, or you want a Hollywood answer? Because I got both. You feel
let's
me?
go. Let's go Hollywood first.
Because America is the land of opportunity, the land of milk and honey, all that bullshit that they sell you. I mean, America look good on TV. You feel me? Like, that shit look good on TV. If you're not watching the news, you feel me? But America look good. The myth and the story of America is you know, it's a good story. If that's what you've been told and sold, and you know, it's opportunity here. You feel me? So like, why would I not come here? If I'm dead pop in my country, some of them motherfuckers is coming with just a book bag, bro. Like, just a book bag. Imagine uprooting yourself and your family with just one book bag, and it's It's 4 y'all. You feel
and
me?
You got 2 more in the book bag.
Bruh. Real shit. You feel me? So they leaving everything to come here and chase the American dream, I guess. Now, the political answer, I think, or nah, I'm gonna say the real answer for this one. So America's sweet. America is a lick, bro. Like America is a lick. People, we are too comfortable here, and it's easy for them to come here and make more money than what they would have been making at home, whether it's legally or illegally. And son, they keep ties back home. You feel me?
For sure.
They keep ties back home so that they can, if they're gonna be doing some bullshit, they can keep the tunnel open, not literal tunnel, but keep the connection open back home, do shit back and forth, blah blah. And if they want to do shit legally, they still get the support back home and give them the blueprint. Like, look, boom, come on over here. Let me get an apartment. You, cousin, uncle, auntie, everybody. We gonna get this shit popping. As soon as I get this apartment, and we all up.
Yeah, because AC and Wi-Fi change a motherfucking life. You heard,
bro? That's what I'm saying. That's
AC
what I'm saying.
Wi-Fi change a motherfucking life. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
so and they gonna get a job quick. You feel me? Like they'll hire them. You feel me? I feel like if you put Hispanic on your application, they gonna hire you, depending on the job. If it's depending on the job, they'll bring you in, thinking you gonna
Speaking of Hispanics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Migrants, immigrants, whatever the case may be. And again, this is just my thoughts. I feel like in the next 20 to 30 years,
15.
English gonna be a secondary language.
15. So 15
years, right?
Yeah, son. I mean, listen. Well, no, I mean they speak English. They speak English in a lot of places. So English gonna be English. But so like here, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. So when I went the last time I was in Patterson, son, all of the areas that was predominantly black are now predominantly Spanish. You feel me? Like, and that shit crazy. It's still some pockets where we held up tight, you feel me? But son, that shit predominantly Spanish, man. I feel it's like that.
The pockets that's held up tight might be the pockets that got pushed to.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? They got pushed to these said pockets. You dig what I'm saying? The reason why I say that because diversity strengthens the mind, and right. like even on certain applications or whatever the case may be, that icon or that section box of bilingual, it don't necessarily mean Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of Arabs that's in position tax-free.
Mm-hmm.
Now, man, you can speak Arabic and Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
You might be more qualified than the person who actually is physically and talentedly wise for the position, but you can speak these said different languages.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, that's why I feel like, in the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years, English is going to be a secondary language. Like, they ain't even really coming here trying to learn English. They may know a few phrases, whatever the case may be, to get by, but they'll tell you no English in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
No English. Like, how you know I said something in English if you want, like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
America is good, bad, and ugly, depending how you're living. You see what I'm saying? Like, racism has, like, almost transitioned into social class. You see what I'm saying? Now it's like it's going to be based off a social class or annual salary or how you're living and where you're living and what you're doing when you're living it or whatever the case may be. Because it's always a comparing contrast when it comes to America, and the way that the rate of the interracial relationships, the that one group, it's going to be hard to be like, oh, I don't fuck with you when some of me is in you. Pause.
Right. Son, I got a question. You just sparked something right quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about interracial relationships in America? And do you feel like, because see, I I found a way to trick you into this right quick, right? Look, because we doing This Is America. So so there's a lot more mixed couples in America. A lot more. So a lot of the upper class black men are with white women. You feel me? Like, or not black women. You feel me, son? So like, how did you feel about like interracial coupling and the drag, like, I don't want to say the drastic because it's not that drastic. It's more black men with white women than it is white men with black. You know what the fuck?
Are you sure about the demographics?
So
it might be even.
You think it's the same amount of white men with black women that it is black men with white women?
Yes, because it's more women than men.
Nah.
It's more women than men. It's like, first of all, let me answer your question. How I feel about it, I just feel it's a recipe for confusion. Like, you love who you love, make you a better person, but it is a recipe for confusion. You dig what I'm saying? Because you like, example, let's say a white man date a Native American. What traditions are going to be exposed and used? Like, it's someone's going to have to fall back from the traditional experience, or even if it's white and black versus the 4th of July and Juneteenth. You know what I mean? And then you bring children. I remember Gary Owens said something about, his daughter is pro-black, and she was like very vocal and active at the Black Lives Matter rallies and this, that, and the third. It breeds confusion. But however, I feel like at the same time, the level that is at, it will almost help end racism. You see what I'm saying? It will almost help end racism because, the levels of the interracial relationships that's breeding. You know what I mean? And I just had a conversation about that too. It's like, and they started off like, they're not a racist, but they just feel that people should be what they own. If that makes sense.
I mean, it don't make sense, but I mean, like, it makes sense and it don't make sense. It depends on who you selling it to and who's selling it. You feel me? Like, if somebody, if like Dr. Umar saying that, I'm not surprised, and it makes sense. You feel me? The David Duke saying that, everybody don't know who David Duke is. You feel me? Like, but you know who he is. That's so I'm you laughing. So it's cool. And David Duke saying that shit, it makes sense. You feel me? Like, so it depends on who's saying it and what they selling. You feel me? Like, if now I'm gonna break it down real quick. People know Dr. Umar, he's pro-black. David Duke is the fucking KKK, I don't know, founder, president.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is they have an agenda behind saying that shit. You feel me?
Or message, but just because you're pro anything, that doesn't mean you're anti that. Because I'm pro-black, but that don't mean I'm anti-white or anti-Hispanic or anti-Korean. It's just that I'm pro for where. So let me ask you this then.
Right.
Interracial relationships or interracial couples, can they be pro-race?
What do you mean? Like can they?
Okay, a black and white couple.
So
Can you
I know
black in the interracial relationship.
Yeah. You don't think you can?
Explain.
So I mean, so I think you can. There are people who are pro-black in interracial relationships. You feel me? It's tough. You feel me? You can be, but son, you might be looked at as a hypocrite. You feel me? Like, you're gonna be looked at as a hypocrite. You feel me? You can be. You feel me? Like, but you're definitely gonna be judged, and that's gonna be the first card that people pull. You feel me?
Let's take the vice president at hand,
Kamala Harris, right?
Right. And she go home to a white dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she could still be pro for the brothers?
We already know that she don't really fuck with us like that. And I mean, because I know her policy, I already know she don't really fuck with us like that. But
By Candace Owens,
I believe that she can though, son, because she's black. Because even though she's married,
authentic. You could be a part of the race.
So yes, and I'm gonna tell you why. Her dad is still black. Her brother, nephews are black. You feel me? Like, just if we just gonna make assumptions here. You feel me? So I'm assuming that she may have brothers, a dad, uncles, nephews, cousins. These are still black men that she has to have interest for. You feel me? Like, so that's why I would say yes, because.
But the interest stop where? At
what
love?
Do you mean?
At intimately love? At companionship?
The love that you feel for your mate is different than the love that you feel for a family member. It's a different type of love.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I said then that it stops at intimate love, partnership, companionship, or whatever the case may be. Because at the end of the day, like, okay, you have a woke child, like, you know how hard it is to explain history. It would breed confusion. It would cause the continuance of a sad identity crisis. And just because you're not with it doesn't mean you're against it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't mean you're against it or you're being like judgmental. And I had the question like, oh, so if say, because I got all girls, it's like, oh, so if your daughter's brought a white dude home, would you feel some type of way? No, absolutely not. I won't feel no type of way.
Would you feel like you never mind? I ain't going that direction. I said, would you feel like you failed as a father and as a leader and as a black man? Like, nah. Yeah, you feel me? Like, nah. So you can't feel, right. So you can't feel like that. A motherfucker fall in love with who they fall in love with. Motherfuckers out here is pansexuals. Motherfuckers out here love rolls of paper towel. You feel me? Like, so. You love who you love, man. I guess you feel me, like, but some black women don't make it easy to love them. You feel me? And I know we ain't on a relationship thing right now, but some black women don't make it easy, bro. Like they do.
Now.
No disrespect, listen, no disrespect to the queens, bro. But I'm saying they don't make it easy.
Oh, now you can't compare.
Talk slick.
You can't compare like the mentality of what's being produced to us, because a lot of the stuff that black women go through is by default. You see them saying by default.
And we put them through a lot, bro. We put them through a lot. You can't
say that they make it hard to love them. You see what I'm saying? And or actuality, it really makes it hard for them to see love and realize love. You see what I'm saying? Because they drive them through the rear view mirrors where objects may appear closer than what they actually are. You see what I'm saying? Because it's some real. Now we can't compare the characteristics of these bitches to the characteristics of black women. You see what I'm saying? Like real strong, independent, forceful, fearful black women who know how to conduct and act accordingly, according to them.
So what's the majority? What's the majority you think in that regard? Like which one is the majority and which one is the minority as far as black women? Yeah.
The majority of bitches versus black women?
Nah, I'm saying which one is the majority and which one is the minority, because I, in my heart of hearts, feel that the majority of our people follow the wrong influence.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 85% of it.
You feel me? I feel the majority of them follow the wrong influence. What up, Gritty? You feel me? Like majority of them follow the wrong influence, so the shit be tough, bro. The shit be tough.
I'm just saying, like at the same time, like we make it hard for them to love us too. You see what I'm saying? Before we can enjoy the block party, we gotta make sure the backyard barbecue popping.
Nah, my nigga, listen, we more willing. We'll since we've been easy, we compromise easy. You feel me? So we
What if that's
compromise.
our default?
So as men, we compromise, and we'll compromise. We compromise heavy, definitely heavy. And I was about to say, the comments on the screen. No, I can't see them on the screen. I can see them though. Yeah, no, that peer pressure, man. That peer pressure is motherfucking gritty. That shit a motherfucker. You know how it go.
Yeah, peer pressure. Listen, you know me here. I'm gonna go into my scientific bag. You dig what I'm saying? Like peer pressure is real. You see what I'm saying? Peer pressure comes from atmospheric pressure because behavior mimics the atmosphere.
So he funny. So you see what he said?
I like how you spelled that though.
Right. Nah, but you get you said with the pressure.
Yeah, but because peer pressure is coined from atmospheric pressure because behavior mimics the atmosphere. You're only going to behave in accordance of what's in your atmosphere. Like if you try to domestic size a lion, you're gonna remove him from a hostile environment and put him somewhere where he could, become more domestic. You dig what I'm saying? Like it's all in the atmosphere. That atmospheric pressure is real. It's over 100 million pounds of atmospheric pressure. So you can't help but to mimic what's around you. Unless you that sterile in your mental stability. So if it's constantly in your news feed or on your reels on every social media platform, because it's all literally in the palm of my hands. Our behavior is literally in the palm of my hands because we basing it off of what we see coming off with our phone.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if we able to be more sterile and more diligent in said teachings, then you can control your own behavior, desire, will, all that plays a factor in that.
Son, but it's hard, son, because everybody. So no, I was about to say everybody will ain't the same, and some like motherfuckers is easily influenced. Like for example, right? So we was little as hell. Now and so you from the project, so you probably did this too. So we was little as hell, jumping off a Head Start roof, right? Look, what the fuck? So look, what the fuck was we doing jumping off a Head Start roof? Look,
hey, yo,
really.
Hey, yo, that's crazy you said that, right? Because I remember we used to break in a Head Start, get the fake money, grab the fake money, and we ain't play cops and robbers. We played drug dealers and
drug dealers. You know it. So remember the fake money from school? So niggas had knocked to the fake money from school. We was out here. You heard? Like we was out here, bro. But peer pressure, a motherfucker, son, like a motherfucker will force you to break your leg jumping off a building because you think it's the right thing to do. So sometimes
but then you got that.
We don't have sense.
But then you got that other peer pressure that'll force you into how to use your legs, use your mind. You see what I'm saying? It's all what we attracted to because all peer pressure ain't always necessarily bad peer pressure.
Right. You already, Nitty. We appreciate you, bro. Nah, so you right. Pressure is the pressure. Saying?
But we need more of that. But again, at the end of the day, that type of peer pressure isn't popping. Mm-hmm. It's entertaining. You know what I mean? Because of that, as a child, we got to be taught right. No, don't do that. Put that down.
So listen, you don't know people. You don't know old heads that been little bro their whole life. You feel me? Like, so you don't know old heads that been little bro their whole life. And you know exactly what the fuck I'm saying, son. Like, motherfuckers don't want to be out of them positions, man. Motherfuckers like being a floaty sometimes.
It breeds content. People feel what they don't know. You see what I'm saying? Like the coin phrase, like I'd have freed so many other slaves if only they knew they were slaves. People they'd be content. You know what I mean? They be content. Mm-hmm. And then you look wild crazy trying to tell them some shit like, hold on, nigga, you don't get your fool ass up out of here.
Correct.
The whole time you on point to put some type of shit into them so they can recognize what the fuck is going on, but they can't regurgitate it, son. They'll keep their guard up because it's going against what they're comfortable with. It's going against what they're comfortable with. Whether that's foreign, domestic, intimate or platonic, bro. It's different. And the crazy shit about that, the irony of that, everything is changing rapidly, son. We literally about to go into June. We literally about to be in the middle of the year.
Nah.
Everything is changing drastically, but for some apparent reason, the majority fear change. They fear change because we don't know what it's like on the other side of this change. And you can show them. You could be the message that you bring and everything. They be like, nah, that just ain't for me. And then it is what it is.
Yeah, nah. I mean, son, I understand. I definitely understand.
It'll be is what it is. So like again, like that's the good, the bad, and the ugly of America.
I
Because
understand.
it ain't even just black people going through that shit, son. You got everybody going through that shit. You got everybody going through identity crisis. You got everybody going through self-hate. You got everybody going through internal racial discrepancies, whatever the case may be. These white folks don't like each other. They just don't publicize it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Them Hispanics, the Mexicans, boy, go behind a wall, boy. They be killing each other left and right.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't publicize it the way we do. Like we publicly prosecute each other. So when you publicly prosecute a family member, you know what that means? You leave the public to prosecute as well. Like me and you talk shit to each other, but we ain't gonna let nobody else talk shit to us.
Right. Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like we have that public prosecution down to a pat. We have that shit down pat, some public prosecution. Don't nobody publicly prosecute the way we do.
So listen, I seen a chick say, and I hate to keep going back to this, but this is the most recent execution that we've seen so far. So I gotta use this shit for what's the name. Son, listen, this some people just want to see people executed in public. You remember how they used to do that shit? Like in public, they bring the motherfucker to the middle of the town and execute him in front of everybody. Yeah. Son, that's really what people want to see, bro. People want to see a motherfucker get
what up, Shaw?
Tossed from the jump. You feel me? So, son, it just be tough. Like that should be
because
tough,
it helps them escape the shit that they going through.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? Like, correct. I might have a bad day, but then this nigga got his head shot off. And we shouldn't use that as a measuring stick for prosperity based off others' misfortunes.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Your measurement of prosperity should be the better you that you was from yesterday. Not because like, oh, I'm glad I got a house, because I could be like a bum on the street. Nah, that's not a right and exact tool to use to measure prosperity. Not others' misfortune.
Right. Nah, but that's what we pray on, bro. We pray on the downfall, and that go with that that entitlement shit I was talking about earlier, son. Like, we pray on the downfall of a motherfucker. We just want to see it. You feel me? Like, and by we, I'm excluding myself because I ain't with that shit. You feel me? Like,
yeah, I ain't with that shit.
My brain is fact based. You feel me? Like, so I don't go off. I can't go off of rhetoric and shit like that. You feel me? Like, I follow the fact.
Yo, listen. It should be like a diagnosis or something, the way that the sensitivity of my secondhand embarrassment, bro. Like I could smell something and start suffering from secondhand embarrassment, bro. So I don't really like seeing that shit. You know what I mean? Like it should be like the way how easily I am to be embarrassed with shit that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that's about.
So because your expectations for a motherfucker just be like you expect more, and I guess you give people the benefit of the doubt, and you be wanting more from them. But son, that goes with the shit that we saying. Some motherfuckers don't be wanting more for themselves. Motherfuckers be slow. Motherfuckers be easily impressionable. Motherfuckers don't do no research, so it'd be easy for motherfuckers to run with certain narratives without doing the homework or figuring shit out. So motherfuckers,
yeah, but at the same time,
shit is embarrassing, bro.
It's embarrassing, but at the same time, it's like once upon a time we knew not. It was once upon a time we ain't know.
Son, but we didn't act how this general public acts now. You feel me? Like we didn't move.
It's more generally public. It's more. It's a
That's
lot
what it
of
is. So look,
hip-hop.
we didn't move off approval for for of other people. You feel me? Like,
And the
so I
proof
see the
that's correct. And but the approval we did move off was worthy enough of approval.
yeah, but them was people that was close to us, motherfuckers that was around. Like, so I only knew my neighborhood. You feel me? So I only knew my neighborhood. Like once I transferred from motherfucking school 4 to school 5, so that was a whole different world for me, bro. Like I ain't know none of these fucking people. And mind you, they live right. We all still live in the same area. But so I didn't know none of these people. This shit opened up a whole new world. So now, like for me as an adult, so I got friends that I went to school 4 with and friends that I went to school 5 with. You feel me? That's not friends with each other. But then we all went to Kennedy. You feel me? So then once you got to Kennedy, shit turned into some other shit. Now we all know each other. You feel me? Like so.
But again, diversity strengthens the mind. You see what I'm saying? Like diversity strengthens the mind. Like the more diverse your background is, your culture is, the more culturally grounded that you will become. And that's one of the things that the feds did for me. Like I was on 6 different yards, so I was around so many different types of cultures. Like I'm thinking I'm that dude from Jersey or that dude from South Carolina or that dude from Tennessee. You gonna run to a same motherfucker who feel like they that dude from Arkansas or Nebraska or Ethiopia. You see what I'm saying? So that was one of the examples that I received humbly as diversity strengthening the mind. Now,
So X said everybody is the man in their own hood for real. When it's on, it's on. You know what I mean? Like, so then X said,
so going outside your hood and still maintaining that aura, that demeanor, that character, that discipline, or whatever the case may be, that shit speaks a lot. That actually know who you are. You know what I mean? That actually
body language. Body language speaks, man. That shit speaks value.
Body language is 68% communication.
Yeah, it's a confidence of motherfucker, yo. You feel me? You can see when the motherfucker be timid. You can see it. You can see that shit, like
because predators know they prey.
You see, hey, look, you see what she looks like. Everybody don't act the same when they go outside of their comfort zone. You feel me? That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a big fucking fact. You heard like
that comfort zone because of comfort breeds content. Even when motherfuckers dealing with you, they getting too comfortable with you. They start doing. You're like, yo, you way too comfortable with me. Like you like, and then you take them outside of like, oh, now you turn from Mufasa. Now we out here. Now you Leo.
Right.
Now you Leo. You were just Mufasa with your mans in them on the block because that comes from the levels of knowing of this of consequences.
Right.
You know if I'm fucking with you, you know what type of consequences may come if they come.
And it's crazy because I bought you because I needed Mufasa. You feel me? Like I bought you because I needed Mufasa. If I knew you was gonna do this shit, you could have stayed where you was at. Because now you're making me look weird. You feel me? Like
you go from spitting fire to jumping through rings of fire. What we doing? You see what I'm saying? Like if you always remain the same, that leaves no room for judgment.
And that's where the best food is, Phil. You feel me? Look, you can't go to the when you in the spot, you feel me? Love is love, and that's where the best food at, man. If you and this the thing, bro. If you a stand-up person and you not going nowhere, so you could be confident and not arrogant. You feel me? Like you could be confident without going somewhere disrespecting somebody. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So, and that's how you can, like, when you carry yourself that way, like you said, so one saying that hasn't changed since we was kids is real, recognized real. You feel me? Like, and so you don't have to be a, like you said, a bully or this big bad wolf to demand respect. Sometimes your presence just gives that energy. You feel me? So like, nah, man. Fuck that.
Like Hov said, you are who you are before you got
here. Absolutely. Way before you got here, man.
Way before you got here. So you just like Remain solid, remain who you are. People like again, real gonna recognize real. You are who you are before you got here. Motherfuckers are peep fraudery from a distance. Predators know they prey. You see what I'm saying? They a predator gonna know who to hunt, when to hunt, and how to hunt them.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? If you giving off that type of aura and that type of demeanor. Now you over and I seen some of the biggest gangsters hold hands in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Now what was all that? Like damn. Oh yeah, because you're amongst other lions.
Mm-hmm.
You amongst other you in the jungle now. And just because you in the jungle don't mean you banging with the lions and bears and tigers.
Nah.
You could be on that little leaf.
Right.
But you still in the jungle.
Right.
And just because you're a lion, a bear, and a tiger, that don't mean you gotta show your claws and act as such because why? Other lions, bears, and tigers know the energy.
Right. Just maintain your habitat. You're like, just
They know
maintain
the
your fucking
energy.
habitat. That's it.
Word.
That's definitely it. So
and it's an ego thing. It's ego thing. It's a lack of identity crisis. It's image mimicking. Like it's a lot of image mimicking. You see what I'm saying? And this is where you receive the benefit of the doubt. The benefit of the doubt don't come from image. It comes from character.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of us create this image at 14, 15 years old. We try to live it out, but the image not growing.
Right.
The image not growing is not maturing and none of that. You still going to live off this image, but you receive the benefit of the doubt from how character is shown.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, nah, that ain't even some character. He ain't doing no shit like that. That's
mm-hmm.
the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but can you really benefit from doubt?
It's not benefit, but it's not benefit from doubt, though. It's benefit of the doubt, right? Like, so I mean,
so can you
doubt
benefit
is doubt.
of the doubt?
Doubt is doubt. Absolutely.
Doubt means not knowing.
So
absolutely. When in doubt, do without.
But benefit of the doubt is something different. You feel me? Like putting them shits together, it means something completely different. So doubt is doubt. You feel me? But like, so we give people the benefit of the doubt all the time. You feel me? Like whether it's directly, we do. You feel me? Like every day we give somebody the benefit of the doubt. Like, look,
did he get the benefit of the doubt?
You said do who?
You heard me.
So listen, he didn't get the benefit of the doubt even before the video came out.
Yo, what Suge say? What Suge say?
It says that's why I said in America we should be able to carry in every state. This way a motherfucker will think twice before trying some bullshit because they know it's a 50-50 chance. Now it could go either way, no matter how tough / soft a motherfucker is, but that's for another convo. Mm-hmm. I mean, so I would go with that, but I disagree for this reason.
Yeah, for sure.
So you give a timid listen. So you look. What happened with what the fuck happened when Bishop got the gun? You heard? Look, what happened when Bishop got the gun? Look, Raheem.
What about those who
Raheem should have held the gun, bro? Huh?
What about those who? It's a lot of motherfuckers that don't need that could go anywhere without a gun.
Correct. But I understand what he's saying. He's saying, look, a motherfucker is a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, it's I guess a breach mechanism, so to speak, far as like a equalizer.
Mm-hmm.
It's an equalizer. Because a lot of us got guns because of dumb motherfuckers with guns.
Word.
You see what I'm saying? A lot of us got guns because of dumb motherfuckers with guns. A lot of motherfuckers that literally using it for protection.
Yeah, look. So, oh shit. He said if Bishop knew Raheem had it on him, he would have thought twice about that shit. Yeah.
Why is that true though?
But still, look. He knew. Look, Bishop knew. Look, man. What he said. I'm holding the gun. That's why.
It's definitely an equalizer. It's definitely an equalizer, bro. Like. But you and even the motherfuckers, we was coming up, son. We wasn't playing with guns like that.
But niggas had them. So you know what's crazy? Niggas had them. So it's like, look, we come out the party. So we come out the party, niggas will fight. Niggas will fight after the party.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I didn't say we didn't have them. I said we wasn't playing with them like that.
Right.
Because Court Lacking was getting jumped.
Right.
You had to see what, like, anybody go up from 50, 20, 30 yards away, but running up on a, that shit take this.
We had other shit on us at that time, so it's crazy. Listen, one time, right, and I ain't gonna tell a long story, I'm gonna tell a short version. One time at the Cheetahs downtown, son, they opened the fucking door, right? Son, there wasn't nobody outside, or niggas might have been outside now that I think about it. But son, they opened the door, they let us out. Niggas start fighting. A motherfucker got hit in the head with a radio. I say, yo, where the fuck did this nigga pull this radio from? Nigga had a radio in the car. Or now that I think about it, motherfucker might have walked down there for the let out. Probably.
Yeah, for the let out.
Had a radio. But son, like, I'm like, yo,
big on park a lot pimping.
Bruh. Man, them Panasonics was heavy. Look, the yellow Sony ain't do that much damage, but you get hit with that Panasonic.
And the batteries come out with it. Those was the Sonic coins.
So you know, look, the crazy part about the Panasonic, the batteries used to fall out them shits all the time. I used to try to ride my bike.
It look so crazy.
I used to try to ride my bike with the Panasonic on the handlebars. Look, you hit one bump, that shit like look, and then you embarrassed if you ain't got no door sales. I used to go to the dollar store and get some batteries for my shit sometimes.
So son, don't let your fucking batteries fall out, and it's Panasonic batteries.
Yeah, the blue with the blue block. Look with the blue. Niggas with the blue block, like.
Hey yo, so let me ask you this, and Sugar, if you still listening, you can tap it, you can chime in too. Is there a different type of America, like Black America, White America, Hispanic America, Native America, like, or is it just America?
So I think it's a different type, but I don't think it's race based. I think it's class based. I think it's upper class America, and then the rest of us. You feel me? Like. So like us on the bottom, we don't really give a fuck about each other. We more so trying to survive and figure some shit out. You feel me? But I don't think it's like it's split in two, bro. It's rich and poor, really, to tell the truth. You feel me? Like, and the poor line is way, like, the poor umbrella is way bigger than the rich umbrella. You feel me? Because
look at the,
you know, that rich, the 1% of motherfuckers in this country is rich. You feel me? 1%.
That's
you feel me?
I agree. Like, I feel like anything race based is just like the front page of it. You know what I mean? And like, you could be like it's a practice of like what people think that when you're supposed to be proud of who you are and what you are and those who look like you, whatever the case may be. I think the issue comes where the racism is when you think you're better. You see what I'm saying? Superiority plays a heavy fact in racism. You see what I'm saying? Like, just because you're this, that, and the third for a freaking reason. Now, the tribalism has become weaponized and then poured back into the community so you could go against your damn self, whether you poor black or poor white.
Hey, Suge. Hey, hold on, bro. Hey, Suge. I don't know if you would stand on that point, because that's a little tough. Can you see it, or you want me to read it?
Read it out.
It says it's definitely split up. Truth be told, the only one that gets treated worse than us is the woman, but it ultimately revolves around your financial status. You say you agree with that?
Yeah.
So I will debate both of y'all at that point. You feel me? Like, I will debate both.
Think about the women's movement. Think about the women's movement. They created the women's movement way before the identity was even shed to the black woman. They adopted that identity movement. You see what I'm saying? Even in the book of Leviticus, explain that shit. All those was like guidelines on what the woman couldn't do. Next to the slave, secondary dehumanizing was the woman. Only because through scriptures she was deemed evil because she partaked from the fruit first. That stripped her voice, that stripped her power, that stripped her position, and she was only deemed necessary to bring forth life.
Son, that's because, excuse my language when I say what I'm about to say, but I gotta express myself the best way I know how. That's because that bitch don't listen. That's why. Listen, look, that's because she don't fucking listen, bro. Like, you was giving these instructions directly. Chill. Don't like you could, bro. It's a million fucking fruit trees out here. A million fruit, berries,
yes,
berries.
But see with the woman, they hear you when you give them instructions, but they listen when you give them instructions with information. Like we tend to give instructions without information, so that sparks curiosity. Don't
correct,
eat.
but
Wow, because I said so. Fuck you think he talking to? Now, if you associate instructions with information, then you breed understanding. You see what I'm saying? That's what makes the woman way more different from us. Because all we was given the instructions without information. We like, all right, bet. But the curiosity in the female by nature needs information.
But everybody is curious by nature. So when we was kids, right? When we was kids and they say don't touch the fucking stove, right?
Yeah.
Why? We ask why and they tell us why. Because it's hot. Hot.
Only if it's cut on.
So, but still, but we learn from fire. We learn that fire is hot at a very young fucking age. And then we still know shit hot, but still touch it. Still touch it.
What Suge say?
He said, well, so first of all, he said, look at the WNBA compared to the NBA, bro. I ain't gonna fuck with that because I feel like it's the fan base fault and they don't create the same amount of revenue. But it said if a woman is CEO, more than likely it was handed down generationally, but the woman is never the go-to for important positions, etc. And they're never the first choice overall. I think in these days women are very career driven, so I feel like they are in more positions of power than they used to be. But
son, they had to fight.
Son, are we not gonna say that? Are we not gonna say that men are better at things than women? Like are y'all just saying that it's an even playing field and like the field is not even, bro.
It's not an even playing field, though.
So we're better than them at a lot of shit. You feel me? Like they're better at some things too, but like
not that nurturing.
Son, I mean, we nurture different. We nurture different. You feel me? Like we can go.
Different doesn't mean better though.
Son, but I mean, we nurture different. You feel me? Like I'm not saying that we are made to be nurturers. What I'm saying is some like men can do a lot of the things that women can do.
Yeah,
I don't think
we have both chromosomes.
Son, but this is what I'm saying. Son, this is why the shit is how it is. Like we
can't physically birth children. Our hips aren't set up for like that.
Son, but just like you said the other day, but our shoulders are set up different, right?
That's why it's gender responsibilities and not gender roles. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, now look, bitch. Now look, if she wanna do some shit with her shoulders, she can. Nobody's saying you gotta be a receptionist. You can
but is it right though?
Son, they choose these paths, bro. Like they choose the easier path.
No, that's
like
fact.
They don't want to. They don't choose to be sanitation workers and shit like that. Like they want to do things where they can choose vanity and use what they want to use to be where they want to be. Like, son, like man, my people.
That's facts though. See, and that's why women need information with instructions because like they fucking mechanism is based off feelings, emotion. Their emotion, that's energy and motion. So they need that information on why, like, wow. It's the inquisitive. You see what I'm saying? It's like, damn, because I said so. Sometimes that's not just good enough when it comes to the women, unless you have shown otherwise not to be questioned. And a lot of times their question comes from previous behaviors that look similar.
But they just like he said, I'm not sure this is what he's saying exactly, but son, they lead with emotion. Like they lead with emotion. Son, like it's hard to put your trust and faith in somebody that leads that way. Not saying
that's
all
what
of
makes you a power couple. Logic and emotion, son. That's why they debase
but
power couples.
But we're not talking about coupling. We're talking about who got a harder, who got it harder out here.
That
And
shit
y'all,
is shared.
huh?
That shit is shared, son. Once we stop trauma trumping, seeing whose trauma gonna trumps another, and become that. You know what's better than a couple? When a couple becomes an item. You could break up couples. You can't split up items, bro. So once that logic and that feelings become hand in hand and no one's trying to outbalance or outdo, like it's a reason why you sit down and pee and I can stand up and pee and sit down and pee if I choose to. But I choose to visit urinals instead of the stall. So once that understanding is understood based in solid information, that wipes out all that. That man versus woman, that all that shit, son. That shit is a learned behavior, bro. We knew our positions, we knew our role until that shit got demonized, weaponized, sexualized, and monetized. Now we don't want to fuck with each other. Like, oh, I can't stand this. Like Willie Lynch shit was real. I don't like big bitches. I don't like skinny bitches. I don't like dark skinned niggas. It was all based off compatibility, bro. They removed chemistry. That's why logic and emotions can't go together because both of them represent each other and we just can't do it.
So what about preference?
And we just can't do it.
Preference
is we can't. We just refuse because we got something to prove. All that women's rights shit, that shit was adopted from the white woman. Ain't no point in history with our woman we ain't had by our side. There was no point in history where she was up front or in behind. And if she was behind, that's because she probably chose to follow because you was a real fucking leader and you demonstrated everything you said you was going to do. But when we've been through so much trauma and these behaviors start looking familiar, shit get emotional and motherfuckers start applying logic. Like, yo, I seen this shit before. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. I seen this shit before. Right. Then the rear view mirrors, objects start looking closer than what they really are.
It was all a trick. You heard? It was all a trick. Let me see. Hold on. It say new. Let me see. Michelle.
I ain't gonna agree with that.
What the last comment is Michelle Obama is tougher than her husband.
On what aspect? Then why she ain't win presidency? On what aspect?
She ain't run, but I mean, I understand what he's saying, though.
They ran together.
So listen, I understand what he's saying. So like Barack, I don't really consider Barack like a super masculine dude. You feel me? Like Barack wasn't. He was. I don't know how to explain the shit, but I understand what he's saying. Like I
Why
feel like
he's like that. You ever see him get upset? You ever see somebody piss him off?
Nah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Answer the question.
No, but I'm just saying based off
to masculinity, able to control your emotions.
I'm not calling Barack feminine, bro. I'm not calling him feminine. I'm just saying. And we spoke about this shit, body language and all that. Like he carries self-confident. That's cool. But I understand what Suge is saying and how he's saying it. Like he said Michelle tougher than him. Like I don't know. Like
like why we compare toughness between them two? We do. That's what we do. We don't even know why we do that.
So, nah, but it goes with the point of us saying y'all are not us. Y'all saying that women got this super.
You see what Suge said?
Right. I don't know how we got this deep, but I just feel like the woman at the bottom, then blacks, then Spanish, etc. I was joking about the Obama, but Claire was tougher than Cliff. Yeah, I mean, listen. Cliff was driving a different car back, like Cliff was definitely driving a different car. So now I'm not I'm not calling them feminine though. Like I understand though, like some women they carry a tough, a heavy burden being women and being moms and all that shit. But some we do too. Like some we work hard, bro.
We I'm not saying we don't.
So I understand though, bro. Like I understand, but like physically, there's no comparison. But as far as like other things, the comparison is it depends on what you want to compare. You feel me? Like, what are we saying? Like, they've been more marginalized than everybody else. So, because every race got women, you feel me? Like, and some got it worse. So the least worst marginalized woman is the white woman. You feel me? Like,
absolutely.
So you can weaponize.
But it all depends. It all depends because nowadays the most protective creature on this planet is the white woman.
Absolutely. Hell
the most is the white woman.
Yes, I'm like,
you see what I'm saying? But they adopted that behavior. They actually adopted that being marginalized like that. Because we never put them like, oh, it was just customs or depending on the tribe or whatever the case may be. It was like, like even like ain't like big mamas, for example. You better go in there and fix that man his plate before another woman do it. Those type of traditions got passed down. So that that kind of like took away from the man in the kitchen. Because the kitchen was the laboratory for the woman. That was her lab, where she put all the proper nutrients and she in there cooking and minerals and everything in there to bring to her family. That was her laboratory. And then they took on the identity. Why I always gotta be in the kitchen? Because you make everybody in this house healthy. Well, I want to go out there and kill a cow. Go ahead. Go kill a cow. That cow kick you in your fucking face now because you don't know how to approach the cow, then what? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they listen, bro. I feel like even with the laws, like how we was talking earlier, so women's rights and laws are powerful, bro.
This nigga Suge is crazy.
See, look. Now I was about to say, so look. So we can't. Listen. Look.
I'm not even about to put that.
So yeah, look. I was about to say, look. Still, you know, so you know we can't.
Maybe if we was pre-recorded or something, but shit.
Shit, you know we can't.
Motherfuckers made the Pope apologize,
bruh.
The Pope apologized. Like, look, I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean it. My bad. On God.
Look, Suge, look at us, Suge. Look, don't we look scared now? Look at us. Look, we on this motherfucker like, huh? Who? Nuh-uh. We ain't gonna say nothing about that. Like,
we just trying to get started too.
So, yeah. No. So, and look, I don't know if y'all friends with him, but my man, so now I don't fuck with them, man. My man Clarence be cursing me out. You feel me? Like the last time I remember when I did that post with the young boys in the background, my man Clarence got at me like, nigga, you feel me? He's a part of the community. He's a friend. We grew up with him. You feel me? Like, but he cursed me out. I said, you know what? I ain't even say nothing negative, but I can only imagine if I say anything negative. I know they all gonna come. So yeah, nah. You go at them, you cancel for life. Hell yeah, you know it. You know it. They don't play like that, and they gonna share it and find your address and everything. Like, yeah, nah, they don't play like that. Hell no, like, but it is what it is, man. We can't. I was about to say I ain't really scared to talk about them